Hello everybody, welcome to a first look at Barrage. the description of this game is a little strange, little vague. It has to do with water power apparently and competition for it. It's it can be played multiplayer on a turn basis, but I think it can also be played individually. I'm not sure. If not, then I don't know if I want to pursue the game. But I'm going to try the tutorial and see what it's like. So here we go into Barrage. Basic concepts. Okay, loading. This is going to take a while, isn't it? I don't know how far we'll get on this. Welcome to the first Barrage tutorial where you'll learn the basics of the game and the technologies at your disposal. This looks interesting. Be aware from the start, Barrage is a complex game. It will probably take you a couple of matches before you fully grasp its mechanics. But don't worry, let's start with the basics. Barrage is a victory point based game. The economic engine you build during the match will allow you to convert your resources into precious victory points. Naturally, at the end of the game, the player with the most victory points will be the winner. Doesn't sound like it can be played individually. There are several ways to earn victory points: producing energy during the game, reaching objectives at the end of each round, gaining incomes by constructing structures, signing contracts through energy production, using special texts that grant victory points, achieving a special objective at the end of the game, and counting the leftover resources at the end of the game. This is an interesting look here. Each match unfolds over 5 rounds represented by these objectives. Don't worry about their meaning for now. You'll have plenty of time to learn. Really? Each tile represents a round. When a round ends, the objective disappears, making way for a penalty. For example, right now we are in the 3rd round, and how do I know that, pray tell? Is that I don't see anything about a round. I'm sure it's here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. There's a lot of detail on this. Each round is further divided into a variable number of turns. In each turn, the active player performs one action and then passes the turn. You can see the turn order at the top. In this case, for example, you will play before your opponent, the green player. So you must be orange. Okay, I guess. Mastering the turns is key to dominating Barrage. Let's see how. During each turn, you must perform one and only one action. There are several types of actions. Some only become available as the number of players increases, but all of them require you to send engineers to carry them out. Each action is linked to 2 or more slots for engineers, some with an additional cost. You can see your available engineers here. If you're familiar with certain board games, you'll quickly realize that Barrage is a worker placement game. Okay, I don't see any of this stuff. Contract office, patent office. Not sure what all that is. This is 3rd round. That mean 3rd round? Maybe so. I finally found that. Okay. 7 and 3. Okay. For example, to perform this production action, you must send 2 engineers, or if someone has already performed it, 3 engineers plus 3 credits as an extra cost. Okay, turbine station, water management, bank, workshop, machinery shop. Since it's your turn, let's walk through an example. This action allows you to obtain new machinery, valuable resources for building new structures. Click on the slot next to the action icon to purchase new machinery. Not sure where that is. Oh, is that there? Okay. Purchase machinery. This pop-up summarizes the effect of the action you're about to take. In this case, you pay 2 credits to gain an excavator. Okay, you can move around every pop-up by dragging its title if you need to see something hidden below. How do I do that? Oh, there. Okay, cool. I have no idea what all that is. Okay. Click here to confirm the action. Is that there? Where? Wait. Confirm. Oh, I covered that up. Oops. See, your available resources have been updated after confirming the action. Now you have one more excavator. And where does it tell me that? Is that down there? Oh, maybe no. See, I don't know. Oh, one more excavator. Okay. How do I know what's what here? I don't understand. Moreover, from now on, if you or your opponent want to perform this action again, you'll have to pay 3 extra credits. And my credits are where? Not sure where those are. Now that you've completed the action, you can pass the turn to your opponent, who will then perform their chosen action. So, okay. Click here to pass the turn. You can observe what your opponent does during their turn before it's your turn again. Okay, so what did he do? He did, I don't know what that is. That's real vague. Real vague. If you missed your opponent's move or want to review what happened, the log records all actions taken. For example, your opponent has just secured a contract, a valuable element that will provide them with future bonuses. Okay, that's a contract then. Not sure what the number there means. For now, just remember the key information. This is your resource area, which includes your remaining engineers, credits, and machinery, excavators and concrete mixers for building. Okay. What you've just done is a one turn. When you and your opponents have used all your engineers and round ends, only then will you retrieve your engineers and move on to the next round. Continue the next tutorial to learn about other actions, including the most crucial one, energy production. Sure, let's see what else is next. This is a little tedious. There's a lot of studying just to get started, and it's it seems a little vague to me. And this tutorial will explore the core concept of barrage energy production. Producing energy is the key to victory and the way to convert your economic engine into victory points and hard-earned credits. The energy you produce through production actions is stored here in the energy bar. Okay. I don't know how to read that yet. This bar interacts with end-of-round objectives, which you'll learn about in upcoming tutorials. When you break it down, producing energy is just another action like the one we saw in the previous tutorial, but there are a few important points to consider. First of all, you need the necessary infrastructure for production. This consists of 3 elements, a dam, a conduit, and a powerhouse. Okay, I kind of knew that was coming. For the infrastructure to work, the dam and the powerhouse must be connected by a conduit, like in this example. It doesn't matter if the conduit doesn't reach the powerhouse directly. What matters is that it reaches the area where the powerhouse is built. Several conduits can lead to the same area. Apart from a few neutral dams present at the start of the game, you'll need to build the rest of the structures yourself, but we'll tackle that in the next tutorial. So apparently this is it here. For now, just remember this. To produce energy, the powerhouse must belong to you. But the dam and the conduit are more flexible. For example, a valid combination could be using a neutral dam or even a conduit owned by another player. With the infrastructure in place, the only thing missing is the precious water. In Barrage, water is a neutral resource present on the map, flowing downstream along rivers until it reaches a dam capable of stopping it. If you can't own water, but if you manage to capture it in a reservoir linked to your infrastructure, you can use it to produce energy. I'll send a water drop into your dam so you can experiment. Pass your turn, I'll perform an action to make the water flow. I have no idea where to look even. Maybe up there, you suppose? I don't know. There it goes. Okay, we got water flowing. Yeah. Now that you have water available, it's time to use it. So there's 2 dams there, okay, and one there and then one there. But that's a lot of dams for... So maybe you can go back and produce energy from all of those. I don't know. These are the energy production actions. Select the one indicated to continue. This one. As you can see, the system has automatically chosen the infrastructure you have. If you ever need to choose a different one, you can simply select it on the map. That's 3 different things that I don't understand. At its core, the production action converts water drops into energy. The top part of the pop-up shows the calculation used. First, multiply the number of water drops by the conduit's value. The number shown when you hover over your mouse over a conduit. Then add the action bonus displayed next to the action you selected. In this case, +2. Okay, +2, +1, so you're getting 6 from having built enough powerhouses. Here, 1, okay? With this setup, you would produce a total of 6 energy. Not bad. The energy you produce can also be used to fulfill contracts, have a minimum energy production requirement which is not spent, just counted in 1 or more rewards. The contract you currently have, which you receive at the start of the game, requires at least 2 energy and grants 3 credits. Select the contract to activate it. Which contract? This one? Nope. Turbine station. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Turbine station. How come that isn't confirmed? Okay, and where's the contracts? I don't know where the contracts are. Ooh, those are things. Yeah. It must be this one. Or that one. I don't... Choose a contract to fulfill it. Oh, okay. The last value shown is the energy track progress. Some contracts or effects allow you to advance on the track without affecting contract calculations. For now, you can ignore this value. Click confirm and watch the magic happen. Boing. Turbine station. Stuff happening. Power. Not sure exactly what's happening. The energy you produced has been added to the energy bar at the top, which will be used at the end of the round to determine income and the new order. So, I got energy. Is that all mine there? Pass the turn again. I want to show you other useful production-related actions. So I don't know if that goes all the way across. I mean, I'm in pretty good shape at the moment. Okay. Okay, now the opponent's gonna... You might have noticed that once fulfilled, contracts disappear from your hand. Luckily, there's a way to draw new contracts for future production rounds. With this action, you can collect a new contract and keep it for later. Try selecting one now. Okay, required energy of this value or less. Place a powerhouse. Required energy, 3 credits, 2 water drops. Which one am I supposed to pick? Does it matter? I kind of like this one. I don't know. Or this one. Oh, but what's that? Wants me to do that one. Yep. Pick up 2 available contracts. Choose a contract you can realistically fulfill in upcoming turns. For example, you currently have 1 water drop and 2 conduit with a value of 2. To be easy to complete this value to contract, click on the contract. Is that the one? Yeah, then confirm the action. That's what it's going to do. I don't know why it had me do that. Perfect. Now the contract is yours, and only you will be able to fulfill it with your future productions. Pass your turn again. There's some power going there. Oh boy. And a lot of water droplets. Okay, there's a lot of water. Okay, now let's talk about water management. Yeah, there's some water management going on there, I think, right? Water actually flows from head streams. Yeah, duh. Water runs downhill. We can also generate new water drops through these actions. 2 drops that will flow at the end of the round, or 1 drop that flows immediately. Okay, choose this action. Choose up to 2 head streams on the map. Head streams up to 2. Is that one? Can I do that one? Yeah. Confirm. Okay. Starting the next round, you'll benefit from the new water drops you placed, boosting your future productions. Use these actions wisely and in sync to ensure a steady flow of production. In this tutorial, you've learned how to produce electric energy and manage the water cycle. Continue to the next tutorial to discover the secrets of construction. Well, let's go on to one more. This is a little tedious, isn't it? If you have to sit and study something for more than 2.5 minutes, that's not a great game to me. We've seen the basics of energy production. Now it's time to understand how to set up the infrastructure needed for it to work. You may have noticed in the previous tutorial, buildings were already conveniently placed on the map, and in a normal game of Barrage, it's up to you to build conduits, powerhouses, and even dams. To build is an action not unlike those we've already seen, such as production, purchasing machinery, or placing drops, but it has some small advantages. First of all, let's review the various structures at your disposal. These are dams, and they can be built in the spaces below each basin, except for the head streams. Okay, so you can put dams there. All right, each one can stop 1 water drop. To build them, you must spend 3 excavators if in the plains, 4 if in the hills, and 5 if in the mountains. Oh my goodness. These are elevations, and they are built on top of your dams to increase their capacity. You can build up to 2 elevations on each dam. Oh, okay. You build the dam, and then you put something above it to hold more water, I guess, is kind of the deal. Increasing their capacity by 1 drop for each elevation. Their cost also depends on the construction area. 2 concrete mixers in the plains, 3 in the hills, 4 in the mountains. The partridge in a pear tree. Their cost also depends on the construction area. 2 concrete mixers. 3. Building in the mountains is a pain. Conduits transport water from the dam to the corresponding powerhouse. They are built in one of the side spaces next to the dams. Conduits. One of the side spaces. Okay. Side spaces. So each one of these, you could do a conduit there then or something, maybe. Note that on the map, conduits have different colors. The colors are bound to different values, which is the production capacity. As we've seen, that is the amount of energy each drop can produce during production. Gray conduits are worth 1 energy point. I don't see any gray conduits. Green ones, 2. Yellow ones, 3 energy. Orange ones, 4. Red ones, 5. There's a lot of energy going down there. Okay. Production capacity is also used to calculate the cost. You need twice the number of excavators to build the corresponding conduit. Finally, we have the powerhouse. If connected to a conduit, they allow you to activate the production action by drawing water from the basin they are connected to. The powerhouse. Okay, wait, the powerhouse. That's the powerhouse. All right. So, powerhouses. Ooh, okay. Wow, there are powerhouses there, but there's no dam. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure what that is. I guess that's the... I don't know. I don't know what that is. If connected to a conduit, they allow you to activate the production action by drawing water from the basin they are connected to. Cost of powerhouses varies depending on how many have already been built. The first costs 2 concrete mixers, the third 3, and so on. Wow, I think it's expensive. Don't worry about memorizing all these values at any time. You can hover over your buildings for a reminder of their construction costs. It's not doing that for me. Construction actions, unlike other actions, are personal. That's why they are in your dashboard and no one can steal them from you. Let's try building something. Click now on the first construction slot, the one that costs just 1 engineer. Choose which structure to build. Choose on the map where to build. Which one is that? That's the... I don't know which one that is, but I'm going to choose it. And choose where to build it. Let's go down here. Well, I thought I'd... Oh, choose on the map where to build. Okay. Building requires a corresponding tech, a sort of blueprint for your construction. This tech, for example, allows you to build a conduit. Select it now. Oh, conduit. Now you need to choose on the map where to build the conduit. As you can see, some positions are unavailable because you don't have enough excavators. I kind of like this area here. Let's do one. Okay. Oh, now I'm going to do that one. All right. Confirm the action. That was a conduit, huh? Okay. Don't know it. Ooh, that was scary. Awesome. The infrastructure is taking form. As long as we build a powerhouse connected to this conduit, we'll be able to make a production. Okay. And as you may have noticed, the tech and machinery you paid for were not destroyed. They were transferred to your construction wheel. Until you free the tech, you won't be able to build another conduit unless you buy a new one, but I'll show you how in another tutorial. To get the tech and machinery back from the wheel, you need to make it complete a full rotation consisting of 6 steps. There are different ways to do this. I'll show you the simplest one. Start by ending your turn, okay? And we'll watch the other guy do... You can visit the workshop to rotate the construction wheel by a certain number of steps. Try selecting this action. Workshop. Where is this? This is the workshop. Oh, workshop. Okay. Rotate your construction wheel. How do I do that? Is that... Okay. I don't know what that... There we go. Okay. See, the wheel is advanced along with your possessions. I didn't know where it was, so I didn't know how to... Okay, whatever. Keep in mind that the buildings you have at your disposal are limited, just the ones you see in your dashboard. This means, for example, you only have 4 conduits left to build before they run out. One last thing, since rotating the construction wheel is so crucial, keep your eyes open. Many contracts, for example, allow you to rotate your wheel by a good number of steps. There's nothing more to learn about construction. Move on to the next tutorial to discover a new aspect of this game. Well, that's where I'm going to have to leave it because my time is up. What do you think? Do you want to see the rest of this? I find it a little tedious. I'm not going to say anything you can't figure out how to start on in a few minutes. Seems like a lot. I mean, I think the mechanics might be fun, might be interesting once you learn it, but I'm not a big fan of the tutorial. It seems awfully controlled. So I'm going to leave it there, and I don't even know if he'll be here when I get back here. But I did three tutorial things, I think. I don't know if it'll know that I'm here or not. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And you know, if you want to see the rest of this, I'll go. But honestly, if you want to play this game, you'd be better off just buying it and going through the tutorial yourself, I think. I'm not sure I'm too much wiser, but I'm catching on a little bit. Okay. But I'm a slow study. So welcome, new subscribers. Be kind, and let's get together again.